Hello everybody, I hope you guys are doing great and also doing fine. I'm so delighted as usual to be hosting this standpoint, and today I'm not alone. As you can see here today, I'm with a new co-host. I can give her a chance to introduce herself.
Hello Patrick, hello everyone.
Hello Kelly, how are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm good.
Great.
How do you feel to be in this place?
I feel good by your side. I feel good.
Okay, great. Thanks. And can't tell you how happy to have another person beside me. And I just also want to welcome, we have two guests today, as usual, as well. I have on my right side Mr. Mugisha Aristide. I can also give him a room to introduce.
Okay, thank you. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to be part of this. Okay, my name is Aristide Mugisha, and I'm a married person to one wife. And what else can I say? I'm in an association of young people who are trying just to help drug addicted people. Mm-hmm. So we are here to help young people to overcome those addictions.
Amazing.
Yeah,
keep it up. That's a very wonderful job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we also have another guest here. He is on our left side. He can also tell you guys who he is. I know you know him. Some people have been watching this show know him already.
So thank you very much. So my name is Elysé Nsengiyumva. It's a great pleasure, honor for me to be in this place. So I hope you're going to enjoy together today's emission. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, brother. It's always such an honor, guys, to have you here. And today we'll be talking about drugs addiction. You know, like, allow me to just introduce about it a little bit. And, you know, there's the Pharmacy Act 1868 in the UK. That was the first modern law in Europe regulating drug use. And in some other countries, you know, like France and other countries all over the world, they have also, you know, started using, you know, regulations, you know, because, you know, drugs it's a trend even today. And I don't know about, you know, how it evolved here in Burundi, but we see that there's a concern about it. We see so many young people who are, you know, facing such problems and they don't know how to handle it. And today then we'll be talking about, you know, drugs addicts. Do they need help or punishment? That's the question of our today's topic. I guess Kelly can also, you know, maybe have a say also, like go with the first
Patrick,
question too.
as you said, we are going to talk about drugs addicted. Why do people get addicted? What reasons people become drugs addiction? We're going to talk about all those stuff.
Yeah, sure. So guys, let's go ahead straight to the first question. Like, what makes people become drugs addicted? According to what are the reasons?
In fact, I can say that people get addicted to drugs for many reasons. First of all, addiction is a using of drugs, like habitually. You don't just get addicted when you just use it once. You get addicted when you're just using it for several times, again and again. So, but there are also drugs which can be instant addictive, like heroin. So, I can say also that we have different kinds of drugs. So, people get addicted to drugs by using it several times. So, but I can say that there are risk factors which push people to tend to use drugs. So among those, I can state like people can use drugs because of the permissive parenting. Just the parents who don't care about the children, who just leave them alone. They don't want to follow them up. Those kind of things. Also, people can fall into drugs because of peer pressure. Friends, psycho friends,
to do
group
like
of friends.
others.
Yeah, like you have friends, and those friends are just smoking drugs, like taking heroin or
And
cocaine,
you want to do like
and you
others.
just want to fit in the group. Something else, because there can be very many. Something else is also trying just to come out of the troubles, just to cover the pain, to try just to, yeah.
Does it really cover it up?
Don't think. Yeah, sometime, but it's for a very short time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem of drugs. It promises you something that it cannot really give you.
People, when they start doing that, then at the end of the day, they become depressive, they become anxious. And then when you're telling me anxiety or depression, that can be the roots of it, then it get a little bit, complex or confusing.
Yeah, sometimes. So the problem of drugs is also that one. Sometimes you can start with anxiety and you try just to treat it with drugs, but after all, it will make you sink into those things. It will make you sink into
worse.
Yeah. The anxiety will grow up, and even depression will because what you are trying to reach, you are not really reaching it. You are not attaining what you really wanted to attain by smoking drugs. So then you will start feeling like depressive because nothing is working. Even drugs are not treating you. Even drugs are not bringing the expectations that you had before by taking it.
Somebody can be really addicted to drugs due to many reasons. So here I'm gonna say, first of all, friend zone. Who are your friends, first of all? Which is a group that you're working with. What do they consume most of the time? Because there are some people you find, you got many friends, but they are using drugs very often. So yourself, at the end of happening, you find yourself using those drugs or consuming them. You see the first. And the second cause something else can cause this can from your friend, your parents, excuse me. This can be from your parents. For example, one of your parents used to be a drug addicted person. This also, when you give birth to a child, sometimes it occurs, you find the child also is having the same behavior that one of the parents used to have before. And the third one, this can be caused by trauma. As my brother said, depression. Some people, most of the time we often see when people they get betrayed, a betrayal is really causing many people consuming drugs. Whether it can be hard or soft drug, but you find yourself already consuming them because of what you face in life. Sometimes you're feeling that you're not able just to bear with the situation that you're facing. So you decide to take drugs, consuming as the last step or a way just to make you perhaps forget about what you're facing.
Guys, while listening to you, it seems like addiction is much more common among teenagers. Are they adults who take drugs also, or Aristide?
Yeah, there is no exception. Everybody can fall into drugs. No exception of age. So because, for example, like unemployment can be one of the causes.
Yes.
Which can push people to use substances.
Yeah,
like
sure.
When somebody is without an employment and he doesn't see how just to overcome those familial problems, then he will feel like he will start developing those anxieties, those
Depression.
low esteem, then being just exposed to drugs.
So of course there's nobody's accepted. Everybody's included in drugs, consuming. Because I often see many people are really consuming drugs. They are really well advanced in ages. In fact, to say that there is no age range for drugs consuming.
What do you think about soft drugs and hard drugs? Are they the same, or just people should like only avoid hard drugs and let other drugs, be allowed and everybody to take it?
I think before talking about soft and hard drugs, as you said, like those singers, sometimes they just take those drugs because they think like they will do better after smoking drugs,
Yeah.
Also, it can also be a cause of drug addiction, just to tend to be successful,
Yes,
to
to
feel
be
like I have
too
to do this.
famous.
Like cocaine, when you are smoking or snorting cocaine, some of the people, because it gives you like, it gives you alertness. You just feel like you are awake, you want to do things quickly. So many people take even cocaine for that, because you can spend a whole night without sleeping. But the problem is that it will affect your mind and your brain. It will alter all the capacities in your body. Then you will start becoming another person, not the same person. Like you will start becoming estranged to your family, and they will start feeling like, this person has changed. He's no longer talking with us. So let me come on hard and soft drugs. Yes, they do not have the same consequences, or they are not all harmful just at the same level. They're not harmful at the same level, but soft drugs are not also harmless. They are not harmless. They are harmful, but when you just compare them to hard drugs, they are less harmful, but they are also harmful because they work on the brain. They alter some activities and some capacities of the brain.
Many times they are legal in a country, for example, like for example nicotine. But also I was really surprised to see that marijuana also is considered a soft drug, is among the soft drugs, because in some countries, there are some countries in which marijuana is really legal. They use it, even in some different pubs they use marijuana. So when it comes to hard drugs, it's like, for example, heroin, cocaine, and others. Those drugs very often used, for example, we can inject them in our muscles so that we can feel like awake, So what I can say, for sure, they don't have the same consequences. But not to me, as my brother said, they don't have the same consequences, but also they are both harmful.
Yeah.
So that's why for a person, if it's possible, you should avoid them both.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
This is also my point of view.
Sure.
There is no difference between soft or hard drugs. Both are drugs. And they are harmful.
Yeah.
Yes, they are both harmful. Even though it's not the same level, it's harmful.
Yeah, true.
There are
true.
no levels of harmful.
Of course, there is maybe a slight difference, since maybe hard
They
drugs.
all present
they are-
health risks.
Yeah, sure,
Yes.
sure. Only maybe the small difference between them is that maybe soft drugs, they are not, quick to the addiction.
Yeah,
Whereas
maybe.
hard drugs is, as you say, that's instant.
Instant addictive.
But
Yeah,
it's still harmful for your health.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I wanna know, guys, like maybe you can, go deeper in the topic. Like we've been like, beating around the bush. What maybe when somebody is drug addicted,
Yeah.
does he deserve help, or we have just to put him in jail right away?
So thank you very much. When somebody is addicted to drugs, is a drug addicted person. It's according to me and how I understand, this person, they deserve a punishment. They really deserve a punishment, because I'm saying this after trying to analyze all the problems or the disasters that they are causing in our society. If we try to analyze in a local prison, many people are jailed. There are many people who are jailed there because of raping, for example, children. Doing some crazy stuffs because of what drugs. So that's why I say, for me, drugs addicted people should be really punished. Should really be punished, but punishing them in a way of helping.
Yeah.
But punishing first. You punish first. so that you can help after. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay. Aristide?
I want first of all people to know that drug addiction is a disease.
Yes.
It is a disease.
It's a mental illness.
So somebody who is sick should not be punished.
Yeah.
He should be treated.
Yeah.
So, you know, they have all those problems. They have many problems which they need to get rid of. Like emotionally, they think that nobody understands them.
Yeah.
They think nobody understands them. Everybody is against them. So, and that kind of thought sink them into drugs again. So, you know, you can punish them and punish them once again. That will never cure them from drug addiction. So they need help. They need to be understood. They need somebody who can talk with them. They need somebody who can cope with their, just make them that it is possible, because it's possible.
You know why I'm saying that these guys should be punished? Is because first of all, of course, yes, it's a mental illness. But the only problem is that one. It becomes a mental illness after having yourself put much effort in that so that you can be addicted. You were not born like that. You were born seeing other people, for example, your siblings, your parents don't consume any alcohol. You were born normal. So you start consuming, for example, at the age of 20. A 20 years person is a grown-up person. So how can this man start this kind of habit? So he has to be punished. For example, I have a friend of mine. He's 20s, he's around 20s, okay? So he's really a drug addict person. So I told him, bro, you know what you're doing is not fair. You're really killing your life. Apart from killing your life, you're causing disorder in society. Your family, you see what you're causing your family. Please, you had better stop this. And if you don't stop this, your life is really in risk. You are causing troubles to your life. Then he said, you know what he told me? He said, so you telling me this? I know that I will die. So what is the importance of dying healthy? You see this question he asked. What is the importance for me to die healthy? If I'm dead, I'm already dead.
It's crazy.
So I say, no, this man, he really deserves the punishment. Perhaps from punishing him, he can get like a wake-up call from what he's doing.
How can a punishment help someone to get over?
Thank you very much. So if I'm saying a punishment,
Yes.
don't understand, for example, a stick or a sticking or a jail. No. If I say a punishment,
what kind of punishment they are
Okay,
talking
thank you.
about?
For example, for a drug addicted person,
Yeah.
if you take him to somewhere
Yeah.
where he doesn't get any alcohol or any drug, for example.
That's help. That's not punishment
Yes,
at
that's-
all.
But for him, it's
That's
punishment.
helpful
For him,
there.
you are really punishing.
No, but we are not putting that into a set of punishment.
Punishment.
I
That's
think
a
what
help.
he's saying is punishing him by hindering him from putting a hand on those
Yes,
substances. I
sure,
think
sure. Maybe
that's what he's
the
meaning.
punishment is talking about maybe it's isolation.
Isolation,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Like when somebody is alone,
Isolating
isolation.
him.
But wanna I would go further and bring in those other punishments like being jailed,
Yes.
like
Yeah,
paying some fine.
okay.
You
Of
know.
course, yes, I really understand. Even this must be included there. Because from punishing, for example, from jailing these people who are consuming drugs, this will help other people who are not yet punished. This will be like a wake-up call. Hey, my brother has been jailed for 2 or 1 year. What if I do this? I will be punished too. So this man will be aware of this punishment, and this will prevent him from doing the same.
So the problem is not that. The problem is many of those people, we have to know that they also need to get out of it. But the process, the craving and the withdrawal symptoms, they are very heavy on them. Because when you are trying to get out of it, it is very painful and your body cannot support it. And even your brain. Haven't you seen that many of them keep on just snatching things from their homes?
Yeah.
Like, you see, just somebody just get changed like that. You don't recognize them. They have changed. They are robbers. They put on such a way that you can just compare them to crazy people. You see? So the problem is not them not knowing that it is against their health. It's them not just their ability to come out of it. So, me, what I think, what I would suggest is, we have to tell them that there is a way of coming out of those things, a way of treating them, because there are also medications, treatments, there are centers where they can welcome them and give them therapies,
a treatment,
just to treat them. And I have many examples, and I'm also an example of that. I've spent many years taking drugs, many years. I had even stopped school, but now, after several years, I went again into school, and now I'm just trying to cope up with my life.
Normally, when somebody is misbehaving in the society, he is faced against the national law. This is the first. And a reward for what you are doing, a result of what you're doing, might be a punishment. For example, we often see many people are those drug addicted people who are really consuming drugs very often on a high rate. For example, like stealing things, like for example, beating people, raping children, you know. So do you want to tell me that this person who is doing this deserves help? He deserves, first of all, a punishment. You punish. This can be a physical punishment. You punish so that he can see what he has been doing is not fair.
Yeah,
and after this one, perhaps
we'll be punishing them because they have raped, because they have done this and that. You will be punishing them for a specific act or crime. But you cannot punish them because they take drugs. An addiction is a disease. It's not only, it's not because they lack willpower. No, it's not, because the very biggest problem even is getting into contact with them once, just trying once. You know, everybody has started drug because of trying once. Yeah.
Saying, you know, it's good to treat them, but sometimes, you know, they are bringing disorder in a community.
Yeah.
So which means sometimes they deserve what Elysé is talking about.
Yes.
For
sure. Because, you know why I'm saying this? Because most of those guys who are really consuming drugs, they believe in free will. They believe like they can do everything they want in society. But they have to know that the society is organized. Government is there. Law is there. So they have to respect. If they don't want to respect, punish. You should be the best one.
In resolving those kind of problems, we have to treat the problem from the causes, from the roots. So you will be treating the leaves. When you want to cut a tree, you have to find the roots. But if you just start by cutting the leaves, you will not be solving the problem. So the roots, what is the roots? That's the first question. So what are the roots of that very biggest problem?
Yeah, sure. So do you think, guys, we have like places or rehab centers whereby those people can, you know, get the help here in Burundi?
I can assume that those rehab centers, the rehab centers that we have in Burundi, as I used to hear, and as for some I have seen, they don't have the means, all the means they needed. They need just to help people, but they try their best. They are trying their best. But also we should also ask to the government that they should be giving them a support. Also to those bigger organization, international organization. I think we need help, because as you have said when we started, you say that it's a trending problem. It's a trending news. Everybody knows somebody who's smoking something. Everybody knows somebody who's taking a kind of substance. You know? So I think all together, the community, schools, parents, siblings of those people, all together we can bring something, we can find a solution to this biggest problem. That's what I can say.
Sure. Elysé, do you think we need more rehabs, we need more centers to treat that, to cure that, or we need more jails?
Yes, of course, yes, those centers are needed, but also don't forget about jails. Yes, I'm really sticking on this because without punishing, people don't realize that they are mistaken. That's the reason why I'm saying really we should not forget about jails and people to fight against this.
So before we end up, what should be the ways to prevent from drug addiction?
So first of all, as the person who is consuming this, you should think, first of all, everybody has his lovers, I mean best friends, closest friends, parents, wife, children, what brothers.
Yeah.
If you want to get rid of this, first of all, think of this community. First.
Yeah.
You think, so I'm doing this today, now. Am I really making happy my lovers?
Family, yeah.
They see the my family, my brothers, my friends. They see the first. If you find that it's no, so if it's no, what can I do?
Yeah.
You understand? After understanding that what you're doing is not fair, you're not making them happy, you know, what you are killing your health. You have also to, to prevent yourself from the group of these people who
Yes,
are consuming
avoid.
drugs. Yes, avoid those groups. Get yourself away from these people who are consuming them, because sometimes friends, they are really influencing us to sometimes do things that we do not wish.
And what about the family close to you? What should they do to prevent, for instance, parents, what should they do to prevent their children to take drugs, from taking drugs?
So children, you know, children are really trying. They really do their best, but most of the time in vain. So what they should be, they should do it in early age, not when the person is already mature. For example,
exactly.
Burundian parents, they pretend to be taking care of somebody when he's already grown up, man.
Yes, let's talk
Like
about
asking,
that.
where are you coming from? Where have you spent the night? You know, if you get at this stage of spending the night somewhere, it means you're already mature.
Yeah.
So they should start at an early age of a child. Thank you.
Aristide, what do you think about the parents preventing their children from taking drugs?
Yeah, I think first of all we have to know that preventing is, we should focus on trying to help these people not get the first test, not to test those things.
Yeah.
Because as I said, there are some drugs which are instant addictive. So by helping them, we need first to mitigate the risk factors, the very risk factors that we talked about before. Those permissive parent, as my brother said.
Yeah.
You know, we have to take care of those children. Of a child at your home, you have to sit with him, try to talk with him,
Communicate.
make him a friend,
Yes.
communicate with them.
Yes.
Just try to hear what they think about the environment where they are,
Yeah,
who
exactly.
they want to become in life.
Yeah.
Because mostly children fall into those things because their inner vision or their inner dreams are not fulfilled.
Yes.
Then they start feeling those anxieties, developing anxieties, depression, because the dreams are not met.
Becoming true, yeah.
So I think parents should focus on making their children friends,
Yes,
sitting
exactly.
with them, talk frantically about drugs, telling them you have just to become somebody. You are going to become somebody. You have all the means needed. So,
Build
and I am here for
self-confidence
you.
in your child.
And you are very intelligent, even when
Yes.
he is getting a 0 in his
Yeah,
classes.
exactly.
You have just to tell your child, you are very clever,
Yeah.
very intelligent.
You'll become a man.
And I'm supporting you.
Yeah.
I'm your fan.
Yeah.
You see? Then, also the community, schools should also focus on that.
Yeah.
We have just to stop those children, those young people from touching the drug, getting
Yeah.
into contact with them. That's the biggest prevention thing that we should do.
Well, I guess we are, at the end of the show, and I just want to thank you guys. It was great to be with you today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I just also have to acknowledge the presence of Kiranda Kelly today in the studio.
Thank you. It was a great pleasure. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So guys, I hope you got something. We've been talking about, a hot topic as well as a trending one. We see many young people, striving, living a very bad life since they are just drug addicted. And I pray for them so as they just give up and become just normal persons as before. So guys, stay tuned. This is your Standpoint, and this is BLP TV. We'll be having a lot of programs. See you.
Take care.